County Council meeting to order. 5 o'clock on October 23rd, 2025. Has everybody had a chance to review the meeting minutes from the September 18th meeting?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as read.
Second.
That was the motion, Rick with the second. If there's not any discussion, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passes. We'll start with the sheriff's report, please.
Good evening. Last month we served total 99 papers, traveled 17,920 miles. We had a high population of 63 in jail and a low 52. The top charge was petition revoked, followed by battery and OWI. Meals are at 221. And we did 74 prisoner transports last month. Sorry, meals are down to 212. I'd also like to, I've already approached the commissioners. We need to update some computers, and I'd like to appropriate $3,500 to update the computers.
I'm good with it. Anybody else? Any discussion? Just need a verbal, or you probably need a motion for that tonight, don't you? I'll make a motion. With the motion, everybody,
I'll second
that. Al will second the motion. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And then I had a question. One of the new hires we just hired is in the Air Force Reserves. He had a question about how he got paid during that time. Some places pay him for the 15 days, and some places don't. The handbook says that we'll pay him on, if he gets paid X number of dollars and it doesn't meet his salary, then we'll pay that much.
It's an offsetting policy in the handbook, so the county can continue to pay him while the government is shut down, but it'll have to be deducted once the government is back up and running. So that's what my recommendation is to do.
Maybe I'm mistaken. So are we talking about because of the shutdown, or are we talking about because of his reserve duty?
Reserve status.
Reserve status. So regardless of whether he's in paid elsewhere.
Yeah.
Just something to think about, and I'll come back to it in a month or so when I know more about what other places do and how to go about it, but I want to kind of get that out there.
Is there any discussion about that at all right now? I need to review the handbook personally as to what it says on that, but obviously council probably knows better than I do.
It's an offsetting policy for the county employees as well as sheriff's department.
So he's not getting paid from the federal government for the 15 days.
Right now.
Not right now.
Down.
So county's gonna keep paying, and then once he receives payment for those 15 days, it would then have to be deducted
So
per the policy.
So he's at the.
That I don't know.
I mean,
Every month he goes for 2 days.
2 days.
okay, so then,
But some places will go ahead and pay their employees for those 15 days, and then let them get the military pay too. And just different around it.
And that's not what the county does per the handbook.
for them,
So the handbook would need to be changed.
That would be a commissioner issue, and I think he's gonna talk to commissioners about that.
So you'll get that back pay.
Right.
When the government comes
When the
back.
government comes up, but does he have to pay that back?
It's
To
deduct-
us.
The policy in the handbook is an offsetting policy, Richard, so it would then have to be deducted from what the county paid him. Those 15 days, or 2 days per month.
We're just in a weird situation with all that right now, and I don't want him to go without his families.
But commissioners could do either a waiver or change the handbook section, the wording of the handbook.
I got a question. When does he take his 2 weeks furlough for the,
So he does two days a week, 2 days a month,
right?
and then in summertime he'll have an annual training.
Okay, so right now, don't really have to worry about it until
Right.
the 2 weeks, cause the weekend, he's off anyway, right? He's paid for
No,
salary, no?
if he takes military leave, he has to use vacation or comp time to take that.
For the two days on the weekend?
I don't believe so. That's what we were gonna look into. I don't think so. We're just gonna the county's gonna continue to pay it until the government reopens, and then it'll be deducted, or you guys can do a waiver.
Okay, whenever the government does reopen, will he have to use vacation and comp days to take to go to the military?
No, you shouldn't have to use that.
You just have city schedule, it'll be, you scheduling. Around it.
We can try to schedule them around it, or some places pay. I just never had this before. Did you ever have one that was in the military?
Not that I'm aware of, I don't think so.
I just,
I don't remember it, but
yeah, nobody, the surrounding counties stuff don't. I haven't found a sheriff yet that does.
But I think in the past, if he works every Saturday and he's in the military, he doesn't have to use personal time. That's like a
Correct.
normal work day.
Mhm.
We that's in the handbook.
So we go ahead and pay him?
Yeah, like he's working for us.
You hate them.
I think
No,
that's right.
no, it-
I don't think he has to use the vacation.
Yeah, it's like a regular Saturday. He's just in the military rather than in the county.
Okay. So we're not gonna take that payday away from him. Okay.
Well, it would still have to be offset, so, for the 15 days.
Okay.
So,
what if he makes more?
then it would not have to be.
You know, that pay us.
No.
Dang. Okay. That's all. It's just confusing and I wanted to get some insight.
But is
Yeah.
it 2 days per month? Because I thought it was just the 15 days.
2 days, well, most places just give 15 days, and then if
That's
he's
the
over
county
that 15
does,
days,
yes.
then he has to worry about himself.
Okay, so yeah, the county's just the 15 days.
Okay.
I think the reason for that,
Year.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
sorry, never mind.
I think that-
I was thinking something extra, but there's probably more than need to be said at this time.
Okay,
Makes it more confusing.
I'm already confused.
That's why I
Just trying to do the best by everybody.
Thank you.
Okay, that's all I have. Thank you, Mark.
Appreciate it. All right, highway report.
Orange County Highway crews were able to finish all of our road projects last Thursday. I'd like to commend our crews for their hard work on our road projects for 2025. Did a really good job. CalCar Paving is working on the next to last road, the 2025-1 CCMG roads. These roads are such a nice improvement. Please, if you get a chance, get out and take a ride on them. They're really nice. The 2026 CCMG application has been submitted. We're hopeful Orange County will be selected again. As I've stated previously, the legislation has changed the amount of money that is awarded to the communities through the CCMG. NDOT was awarding $400 to $450 million per year. That has been reduced to $100 million with the same amount of competition. So we're hopeful. A couple of those projects on the application are the continuation of the 2025, so I thought maybe that would give us a leg up. I don't know. And I have a couple of additional appropriation items. One of them you'll be seeing is additional appropriation for our repair line item. We've had some substantial breakdowns throughout the year, and we're getting to the end of the year. It's $25,000 is the amount on that. And then I would like to talk to you guys about a verbal. We're needing a big concrete pad to put our chip and seal rock. Our chip and seal rock we haul in from, the last 2 years we've got it from Bloomfield, Prairie Aggregate, and we've just been putting it on the ground. And it's not a good situation. No matter how hard we try, no matter who we've got in the loader, it gets contaminants in it, gets dirt in it, gets other size rock in it, and then that gets into the chipper and it affects the quality of our road ultimately when it gets into the machine. So I would like to do an additional appropriation out of highway funds that you guys would have to vote on next month in the amount of $70,000. This pad would be 70 feet wide, 200 feet long, 6 inches thick with rebar reinforcement in it. We would do force account work with the highway guys. So that, I mean, it would be quite a bit. It'd probably be $100 grand if we hired it out. So we've got the guys that are capable of doing it. So we do it in-house. A lot of work, but it's something that'd be around for, the next 50 years for people to use. And when we haul that in, they'll just be dumped on the pad and there won't be a way for the contaminants to get into there. So that would remedy that problem and we could use it from here on out. So I kind of just would like to see what you guys think about that, because I would go ahead and probably get started on it get along. We still got some decent weather to work on it this fall.
Are you thinking about ever putting sides on it, like a bunker or?
Those precast concrete blocks, we probably line a couple of the edges because it's kind of back in the bank to the dirt, so we probably stack them a couple of roadside. So
I think it would be an asset to the county highway to have it.
I think so too. Absolutely. Do you just need a verbal tonight, Carl?
yeah, it's not advertised or anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Are we good with it?
Thank you. That's all I have.
Thanks, Carl, appreciate it. All right, do you have any audience items? You wanna go ahead? You have something?
Yes. So my name is Veronica Bertia. I work in the Purdue Extension Orange County office. I work as a 4-H youth development and a health and human sciences educator. I've been with Extension since July 2024. And so I provided each one of you an update, my educator update, just kind of highlighting what I've done since I started in my role. Probably doesn't list exactly everything because there's definitely a lot of items that comes to this role, but a lot of the great work that our office has done and some initiatives that I've brought since beginning this role. I do have a casino fund request. Is it appropriate to do that this time?
Yep.
So at the October 1st Commissioners meeting, Amy Wilson, our office manager, requested approval for Extension staff to attend an upcoming professional development workshop titled Building Better Boards. I provided everyone a flyer regarding that opportunity. This workshop is being hosted by the Crawford County Extension Office, and they'll have an educator who is over community development coming from Harrison County that leads that Better Boards initiative and training. And it's designed to help community members strengthen their effectiveness in nonprofit board roles and responsibilities. The commissioners graciously approved our request to attend and then close the office during this time. And they also recommended that we seek casino funding to cover the registration costs. The training fee is $100 per person, and we are requesting sponsorship for up to 4 participants for a total of 400. And currently, Julie Harris, Amy Wilson, and Shannon Nagel from our office plan to attend. And we are also hoping to include a representative from one of our extension affiliated boards, whether that's our 4-H Council or 4-H Incorporated Board. This training will provide valuable knowledge and tools related to board governance, roles, and responsibilities. And our staff will be able to share what we learned with our local extension and 4-H boards to strengthen leadership, improve effectiveness, and ensure best practices in board management and foster organization. So we appreciate your consideration and support for this professional development opportunity through casino funding. Thank you.
We just need a verbal for $400 a day, and then they'll do an additional appropriation at the next meeting. Good?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
That's your verbal. Thank you, appreciate it. Any other audience items? Lonnie, you have
Not for
anything?
me.
Yep, I do, yeah. So I think on the casino, you need to make a motion, didn't they, Lynn?
What?
That was a casino request.
But they get the verbal, so do it.
They actually have a
Motion.
form, don't they?
Did you have the
We
form?
have a form for another.
That the
Another
commissioners
transaction.
signed, they've already signed it.
Okay. Not for hers, right?
Yeah, that one.
You guys do have the form?
Yes.
Okay, then you can do a motion, yes.
Even better. I'll make a motion.
Thank you.
Chad makes the motion.
Second.
Jack with the second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thanks, Lonnie.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. I didn't see that.
Appreciate that. I
Form.
was unaware of that. We have another form for tonight. but
You do,
I-
you do. And that's kind of what I want to talk to you about tonight. The health department has a request on your additional appropriations for $5,000, I believe. Was it published
November.
for the November meeting?
Yeah, it's not tonight.
Okay, it's not on there.
No.
Okay, good. Awesome. Great. So I want to take it off. That's why it's good. It's not on. What we had happen was we had a malfunction in our health department. Our vaccine for refrigerator went out. When it went out, we believe it caused the breaker to throw, which also knocked our freezer in. So we lost all of what was in the freezer, and we lost about 20% of what was in the refrigerator. Good news is, those vaccines were covered. The best of our knowledge, we're gonna send those back, get them replaced at no cost to the county. But that does leave us with a refrigerator that is it's a 13-year-old refrigerator. It was purchased on a grant from the state. It's a medical grade, top of the line medical refrigerator. We got a quote to replace it. We're looking at, but we're also looking at some other options because it is over the $5,000 threshold. We have to get 3 quotes, we believe. We're looking at maybe doing a different option, and we'll discuss this with commissioners whenever we get those quotes in. Maybe replacing the one we have that was around $13,000 with 2 smaller units that would a total would be larger. But in that, we would have 2 units in case one goes down. We can move everything over. So it would kind of help us, kill 2 birds with 1 stone, I guess you'd say. We are looking into why the notification system that we got in place did not work properly. It notified by email, but it didn't send out a message via the app that we have. We're looking into that. We did get a message from them that there was an outage or whatever during the same period of time that our refrigerator went out. But they're digging into that for us. We'll make sure that that's addressed going forward. But I need a verbal that we can go ahead and when the trigger is pulled and we do get the quotes, that the council would be okay with us moving forward with that purchase. We believe with everything we're going to be under 20,000. We are going to request HFI leftover funds that we have from prior years of the HFI money. So it's not levy fund money, it's the grant money that we have left over that we didn't use in the past. We also, when we make this change, when we make this request, we have to make it to the state after you all approve it or whatever to change our budget with the grant. We also want to add $1,000 to that to buy 2 translator units. We found ourselves in a pickle a couple different times out in the field. I know that there's times in this building that a handheld translator would come in very handy with the communication barriers that we face in our community. And so we would have those available to all the offices as needed, as well as our community that we have to deal with in the health department. But what I'm seeking is 20, not to exceed 21,000 HFI money appropriation, and we'll have that advertised for your next meeting.
Further discussion on that? Good.
Good. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Any other audience items?
Got a request for casino funds to finish to pay the invoice for the flagpole that's been installed. We had a bit of a cost overrun because of contingencies in the contract to get to dig that out. We're running solid concrete over it. That's what we need to finish to pay off that invoice on the flagpole.
So the request is for $19,138. Anybody want to make a motion?
Motion.
I will second.
Rick makes the motion, Catherine with the second. Is there any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 It looks good.
It looked real good.
Looks
I
good.
think it's really looks classy out there.
Center point of our county.
And we're having dedication, which you're aware of. November the 5th, we'll have everybody come if they can. Maybe some safety work if you like.
Is Steve gonna be there? Steve gonna be there? Steve?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about him then.
I'll be there. He's gonna do a demonstration on climbing the flagpole.
Thank you.
That won't take too long. You know, one of the things I'd like to talk about, is something we all need to be thinking about. We need to put generators on our courthouse, and we need a generator on our community center. That's expensive. So what I want you guys to be thinking about, first of all, from a standpoint of what's more important, we need to look at the community center up and try to split it up, we're looking at probably $200,000 for both buildings. So, you know, we need, it's about half and half. So we need to split it up and do one year maybe, or something along that line, and which one's top priority? What's your folks thought on that?
I would like to see the community center so that we can make it maybe an emergency shelter for weather issues.
It also make a difference, meeting 1 year to the second.
Is that something
Might
we're
have been
doing that as
similar
a
to
weather
we had the same
deal?
outfit that we did.
Qualify for grants?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We've had Rick looking for what, probably a year and a half, and a lot of them have dried up, because that's what we were hoping. We were hoping to look for a grant.
Is that something we could have Region 15 to look into also?
We possibly could, but this is not a great time to look for grants. What they do right now.
I agree, it's not a good
I
time,
agree we should try.
but, because we got a meeting Tuesday night, so that'd be something I could bring up.
Can't hurt.
I think we will try, but I think we can't, might as well just do them both. I just don't, because it's hard to, which one needs it the worst. I can see it being needed both places.
And it may be cheaper doing two
Possibly.
at the same time versus in one.
Possibility if you get the same, get the same bidder, got one job, they're not gonna say, well, no, I do it that way. I tend to agree, probably, they both need it. My concern is not so much the summertime. It's not about if we lose work, you know, that, my problem is if we have a major ice storm and the power is down for a long period of time, we don't wanna freeze up our pipes and stuff, particularly our courthouse and our buildings. So it's basically a kind of a fail-safe, where we can protect our buildings and our investments. You know, we can always close down for an ice storm, which we normally would anyway. I'm worried about the building.
Temperature stuff, yeah.
So, I don't know, it's something that we need to be thinking about. We don't have any, he's gathering some pricing now, we've got pricing going out for it right now. Just have some of what we're talking about, but ones he's got, is, if I'm not mistaken, it was 113,000 or so with the courthouse and about 92,000 with the community center.
Is them diesel, or are they LP, or
Natural gas.
natural?
Definitely, if we had a major emergency, I think the community center, like Catherine said, I mean, that would be the building we would use for, you know, the Red Cross or whatever for a major emergency. And we definitely, you can't do much without power. Or heat, I mean, keeping people warm or whatever, yeah.
I can see a lot of damage at the courthouse. It was off for a long time.
Our weather definitely, the last couple of years too, has not made us feel a lot better.
It's kind of a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Some of what you did.
When will you get your bids in, you know?
So we'll have within a couple of weeks, have them all. Something we think about.
Anything else?
So I have some.
Nothing from me.
No more,
Wait, I have
Yep.
a good of the order. It's kind of sad, but it was a good thing. We had a Brian Gray stop by the office today, the city manager for Fiverr. And they had an officer injured in the line of duty. He wanted to know, stop by and wanted to give us on how we handled it, how we came through it. And let's put together some stuff. I just thought it was good that he reached out to us. He gave us advice, he gave us some. Just never know how things are going. We've been in Culberson Valley and heard, you know, we're still making it every day, want to know what we can do and how we get up in, and just a good thing. Just kind of a good of the order, I think.
good. All right, if there's no more audience items, do you have anything besides the additional appropriations? Sandy? So, looks like we do have at least one additional appropriation. That is the $25,000 request that Carl spoke about earlier from the Motor Vehicle Highway Fund Repairs and Maintenance.
Make the motion to accept that.
Chad makes the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Jack with a second. Is there any discussion? If not, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. And we already got the casino request done, right? That's good. And then I have one thing that I would like to add before we adjourn. Elizabeth Jones sent in a request for an additional appropriation. It's supposed to be a verbal for $11,100, which to my knowledge would get her budget for her part-time employees would cover her budget for the remainder of the year. Maybe it's just my opinion. I would like to maybe make a recommendation that we only offer a verbal for part of that, maybe $7,000 or so, to keep her ahead, keep her employees paid until further discussion is had on the matter. If that's okay with everybody, what are your thoughts on an additional appropriation at this time as we look to move forward?
I'm okay with the $7,000 appropriate till further notice.
I just think it warrants additional discussion when we're making additional appropriations. It's an important matter, and I think it warrants additional discussion. So I think we need to take some time to research it. I'll ask Sandy for, I know she's out right now, but I'm going to ask her for some additional documentation regarding the part-time salaries for that department, so that way we can make sure that we're clearly understanding what the remainder of that additional appropriation is going for throughout the rest of the year. So we can come to an agreement at the next meeting, and maybe even before the next meeting through a verbal of sorts, and so we can get something added as an additional appropriation. So, Chad's good with 7,000. How does everybody else feel?
That's good, I'm fine with that.
Good. You understand? Yeah. So that takes care of that, and then the next order of business. I might need some guidance from you on this, but we would like to establish an executive session next month on the 20th, begin at 5 p.m. So it would be a regular council meeting date, but we'll do it at 5 p.m. for the executive session, followed by our regular meeting, council meeting at 5:30, if that's okay.
Okay, yep.
And that's
I
the
can
work
get
for
the-
everybody here?
That's to include commissioners and.
Yes, and that includes commissioners and council.
Okay, commissioners and council,
Yep.
and I'll get with you on after the meeting for the reason,
Yep.
so I can cite to the correct Indiana code section.
Absolutely.
Does that need a motion?
No.
Perfect.
Unless, well, Sandy want one for the minutes, that's the question. Lonnie? No.
Does anybody else have anything for the good of the order? Anybody else?
Nothing from me.
In that case, then, I appreciate everyone's attendance and efforts for the county. So we will entertain a motion
You
to
betcha, you
adjourn.
got it.
Chad gives it.
Yeah, sign that.
Yeah, you'll need to sign that. I'm sorry. Before we adjourn, we need to sign this here. Excuse me. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate it. So
I would second it.
Jack makes the second to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.